What's up guys, it's Jason over Think Gaming, and today I want to make a video to maybe try to help somebody out. If you're out there shopping for a GameCube controller for the Nintendo Switch, maybe you're playing Smash Ultimate, which that's the only way you should be playing that game is with a GameCube controller. And you got three options with the officially Nintendo licensed controller. You got the PDP controller, the PowerA Controller, and the Hori controller. Those are the three main controllers I'm going to go over in this video. Check it out. What's up guys, before I get into reviewing the controllers, I just want to quickly mention that you guys can use the official GameCube controllers. What you would do is you would have to buy a third-party adapter, the ones that you guys probably have for the Wii U, plug in the the GameCube controller into the adapter, or you can plug in the dongles. The actual Wavebirds will work. So you guys can do that. The other option is 8-Bit Dough does sell a little adapter that will plug into here, and it's basically a wireless adapter that will have batteries, and you guys can get wireless connection, which you'll still have a wire, but you won't have to plug in directly to your Switch, and that's another good option. The only thing downfall that I see on that, or the only con should I say that I see on that, is that you guys will be missing a couple buttons. You guys will not have a minus button, and as you guys can see, there's only one shoulder button. You will be missing those buttons. You won't have the capture button and the home button. And from what people have told me, my friends told me, because he uses the original GameCube controller, he did tell me you would have to use another controller, Joy-Con or anything, just to navigate through the menu. So I just want you guys to make note of that. You guys can use the GameCube controller, the original, with an adapter, 8-Bit Dough, or any of those third parties that were used for the Wii U. But you are going to be missing some features and would have to use another controller just to navigate through the menus. But for Smash, I mean, it's worth it. Alright guys, the first controller I'm going to go over today is the PowerA Controller. You'll notice the Nintendo Switch branding right away. It's got all the buttons. If you recognize the name PowerA, you've probably heard it before. It's because they do make a lot of third-party controllers. I have one right here. It's a Donkey Kong controller. I'm not going to go over this controller, but it was okay. It was nothing wrong for the price. It was okay. It did have a detachable USB, which was pretty cool for storing away. If you have one of those, you will really like this controller because it's got the same USB, so you can switch controllers if you guys feel like it. You know, this is going to be more for traveling or just for storing. It doesn't work wireless, but they do provide a wireless option. Now, the three controllers I show you today, this will be the only one with the wireless option. The wireless option is around 50 bucks on Amazon, and you'll find this one around 25, which isn't a bad deal. You know, to me, I would rather spend the 25 and get two controllers for the price of one. You know, I have friends over and stuff like that, so to me it makes sense. First thing you'll notice is the triggers right here. They feel almost identical to the GameCube controller. Feels very much like it. I'll tell you right now, it feels a tad bit smaller. I know for sure the triggers are smaller. I think the controller just feels a little bit smaller. You can't really tell, not from this angle, but it feels smaller. Right away, you'll notice the bumper sticking out. I thought this was going to be a huge issue. It's actually comfortable switching from the trigger to this. Now, hear that. It's spring-loaded. I didn't like that. The plastic feels cheap. It feels very light. And that spring. Now, I should make a note real quick that these are not pressure sensitive. So it's not going to actuate till you actually push it down. That may be an issue if you're playing this competitive, but most people are playing fun. I didn't notice anything wrong with it. It does feel a little cheap, but you know, I still had fun. So I want to get that out of the way. I did have a lot of fun. Now I'm going to show you a no-name GameCube controller. This is an unbranded, cheapest controller you could find. The parts seem very similar. Now the C-stick is a lot cheaper on this one, but I felt like this controller just was made out of cheap materials. It just felt very generic. But it works. It's a good option. If you're out there and you only see the PowerA option, I would get it. But if you see the other brands I'm about to show you, I personally like the other ones a little bit better. But there's nothing wrong with this controller. So if it's out there, you know, it's 25 bucks. You can't lose spending $25 on a controller for the Switch. Alright, the next controller I want to talk about is the Hori controller. Right away you'll notice the transparent green. It reminds me of Nintendo 64, so I had to pick this one up. I was like, I like that green. The buttons don't feel as cheap as the last controller as the PowerA, so that's a plus. Right away you'll notice that the ZR and the R button are switched. That's the first thing you'll notice when playing. When playing Smash, you're used to hitting this to block. It'll actually be these bumpers. Now, I don't want that to scare anyone away because you guys can change that. All you would have to do is power the controller. Just plug in the USB, but have these pushed down before. And when you plug in the USB, this light right here, this LED will turn red. Now, I was waiting for it to stop turning red and I couldn't get these to switch. I don't know if this is a trick, but for me, while I was flashing red, I let go and that did it. It switched them around and it'll permanently be switched afterwards. So just to let you guys know, if you guys get this controller and these right here are switched, you guys can switch them around back. I don't know why Hori went with that option. I'm assuming that they made these before Smash came out. And we're thinking maybe that Nintendo was going to go with the old school Z up here. Another thing you'll notice is that there's a texture on the handles. Alright, that texture, you can feel it while playing. Overall, the quality on this controller is pretty good. I can't really recommend it because of the grips. The grips, that texture really felt like it was 3D printed and it didn't feel like a quality controller should. If you're gonna put grips on it, you know, maybe put something that's like a gel material. But the plastic cutouts, it just was an annoying feel for me. But the controller works perfect. I can't complain. The buttons are good right here. The bumpers and the triggers are pretty good. They feel a lot better than the PowerA. To me, that's just my preference. If you prefer the GameCube style controller, definitely go with the PowerA. But for me, I prefer these over the GameCube style. Alright, this is the last controller I'm going to go over. This is the PDP controller. You can find this controller at GameStop. At all my local GameStops, they're there. This is my favorite one out of the three that I showed you. First thing is, this stick right here, it does come off. And it does come with another thumbstick. Now, it was so small that I lost it. I wish I could show you guys. I was like, no, I lost it. I looked around the house and I could not find it. As soon as I opened the controller, I had it for about 2 seconds, lost it. So that's a little doubtful right there. You might lose that little nub right here. But to me, I don't mind the C-stick. I mean, I'm not going to use it too often just for Smash, so it works for me. You'll notice right away it doesn't have the oversized D-pad like the Hori and PowerA, but that's fine. I hardly use the D-pad anyway, and it doesn't bother me. It has all the buttons. The buttons feel like good quality. The best thing about this controller is the feel. This plastic is so awesome. It feels really smooth, really high quality. This does not feel like a $25 controller, and it has more weight than the other two. I don't know what's in there, if it's just a plastic that has a weight, but it feels like it's heavier. So that's a plus. Alright, so the other thing about this controller are the bumpers and the triggers. Oh my god, look at that. Let's look at it this way. Does that remind you of anything, guys? To me, it felt like the Pro controller. Very similar. I really like the size of the controller. I do have small hands. Now, one of my friends has bigger hands than me, and he preferred this controller right away. He said the other controller was too small and that he's always felt like the GameCube controller was too small. This one is a little bit bigger in size, but I think you guys would appreciate the size, the feel, and just the quality of this controller. You guys can't go wrong. $25, this is a steal. So if you're going to pick one up, you know, you won't go wrong with any of the three I showed you today. They're all officially licensed by Nintendo, but this one right here, heck yeah. Alright guys, so I did watch some other reviews before I bought the controller. I couldn't decide, and then I was like, let me just buy all three and review them. So, I don't know, I hope I helped one of you guys. If you guys are out there trying to search which one to buy, I hope I helped make that decision. Now, I will say that there was a YouTuber out there that's way bigger than me, and he didn't like the PDP, and I was like, okay. So I wasn't going to get it, but I am so happy I got it. Now, the Hori controller and the PowerA, if you guys are still like, I still want to try it, whatever, I will be doing a giveaway. Now, I have a small, humble channel at 38 subs. I'm trying to grow, so if I reach 50 subs by January 15th, I will be doing a giveaway on the Hori controller and the PowerA controller. Now, entering is easy. You have to be sub to the channel and comment below. Just any comment, I don't care. I'll be picking the winner at random Basically, I'll probably do a live stream of putting the names in the hat or something and choosing there. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to choose the winners, but I will give those controllers away. Hope you guys have been enjoying my content. If you guys have any suggestions of any videos you guys would like to see me do or more topics that you guys would like to see me do, just let me know anytime. I like doing all kinds of videos. I don't know, I just have fun doing this and I hope you guys enjoy watching me. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out. Oh, one last thing. I will be at PAX and I'll be vlogging at PAX, so if you're in San Antonio at PAX South and you see me with a camera like this, go ahead and talk to me, I'll put you in the video.